Number 1. I was poisoned to cover up a murder. By Redditor LSM_poisoned. This happened to me when I was around 5 to 8 years old. I'm fudging some details and using a throwaway for anonymity. It started when my mom's mother died. My grandma had a husband, my mom's stepfather, whom she married later in life. My mom didn't know him well, but thought he was an okay guy. But over time, my grandparents' relationship soured. My grandma complained that they fought all the time. There wasn't any signs their relationship was actually abusive, although in retrospect, maybe it was. Anyway, my grandma died suddenly, and my mom and I went to stay with my step-grandfather for a while, so we could sort through my grandma's stuff, and help him with all the stuff you have to take care of after a death. But my mom started to notice some things didn't add up. My grandma had been healthy and active, and she just suddenly stopped breathing in her sleep? Okay, it happens, I guess, but why was my step-grandfather so cheerful? And why did he have an expensive vacation plan next month, booked before her death with no ticket for my grandma, when they always vacationed together before? And in a house full of disorganized clutter, isn't it convenient that he had all the relevant insurance/will/legal etc. information already gathered neatly in a folder, which my mom was prevented from looking at? Just lots of little things that made my mom wonder. It seemed like he had prepared for a death no one saw coming. So she started asking questions, and that's when we started getting stomach aches. They happened regularly, after meals, and got worse towards the end of each day. Previously, my mom and step-grandfather had alternated cooking, but he started insisting that he'd take care of all the cooking, to the point where he was aggressive about it. Being so young, my memory of this is all foggy, a mixture of my true memories and what my mom has told me. But I do have some clear memories, and one is this. My mom sat me down at the table, then walked over to the counter where he was finishing the meal, unaware of her approaching. When she reached out to grab a finished dish and set it on the table, he noticed at the last minute and screamed at her, "Leave that alone! I've got it!" and snatched it away from her. She watched him carefully after that, and noticed that he always seemed to fiddle with 2 of the dishes right before serving them. Always to me and my mom. She was getting scared now, so early one morning, she snuck a look at that folder of insurance and legal documents I mentioned earlier. The details are too personal to get into, but suffice it to what she saw there convinced her. She believes, and I do too, that my step-grandfather, tired of being married to someone he hated and not wanting to lose his assets in a divorce, smothered my grandmother to death in her sleep. When we came around and started asking questions, he poisoned us, either to kill us to cover up the murder, or to make us sick enough that we'd want to go home to recover. I think the latter is more likely, but I was a small kid and I was getting very sick, and it would have been easy to overdose me, even if he didn't intend to. My mom woke me and we immediately fled. The stomach aches stopped. A few weeks later, we broke the lease on our apartment and moved somewhere he would never find us, just in case. We never spoke to him again. I asked my mom years later why she didn't go to the police, and she said she didn't know. She was still reeling from the death of her mom and was panicked and did what felt right at the time. So that's the story. children are surprisingly resilient or clueless. So this didn't really bother me when I was younger, and aside from using it every 2 truths and a lie game I've ever played, I didn't think about how effed up it was until I was older. How much danger was I in, really? 20 years later, is he still alive, and where is he now? Creepy. Step-grandfather, if you are out there somewhere, let's not meet. Hey guys, one of the owners of DreadsReads here. If you like this video and you want to see more, please leave a like on this video, and don't ask about our schedule yet because we don't know. So for now, please just hit that subscribe button so you know when we're gonna post. Obviously, if you didn't like the video, you don't have to subscribe or like. But yeah, and please follow our Instagram at dreadful.horror. Currently, as I'm recording this, we have 10.9k. So please, get us to 11k. Yeah. I have to come up with something scary to say at the end, but I don't really know. I'll consult the other owners. I don't know what that's gonna be, so. Hopefully you guys have a great day today, and, stay scareful. I guess, that's gonna be our scary phrase at the end. Stay scareful, guys. Love you, and bye.